little fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is from Global News. Links on my site. The Premier, that's Governor to everyone else out there, of the province of /state Saskatchewan, in this short clip of a much longer piece, the Premier says he's not signing up to a bullying tactic, my words, not his, of the federal 57 genders Liberal Communist government of Canada, trying to force all parts of Canada to comply to a crippling redistribution tax and sucking out of Canada tax to the UN and Agenda 2030.
The deadline to sign on to the federal government's National Climate Change Plan expired this week. In the end, Saskatchewan alone did not blink, the one province that refused to sign on to a plan that would impose carbon pricing. In doing so, the province forgoes $62 million from Ottawa over 5 years. So, now what? Joining us from Saskatoon is Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe. Premier Moe, every other province has signed on. They didn't all like it, but they all signed on to this carbon pricing plan. Why won't you?
Well, we've never hid the fact that we wouldn't be signing on to a carbon price here in the province of Saskatchewan. As you mentioned, it's indicated to us that we may forego the $60 million. We'll be applying for those dollars as they're part of our effort. They'll be part of our investment to further reduce our emissions here in the province of Saskatchewan. But we're also foregoing a $4 billion tax over the next 5 years on the people of this province, and we'll continue to engage on our emissions profile and a more fulsome carbon conversation, but the taxation piece just doesn't work for our export-based economy here in Saskatchewan.
However, hold your horses. If you play the whole piece, which I'm not going to, you will hear, just like the federal Liberal Communists, he does plan to reduce emissions, etc., etc., etc. So I urge you, don't be fooled by any of these so-called anti-federal Liberal Communist stands, because they all are singing from the same hymn notes, but not at the same tempo. A climate change believer is a climate change believer is a climate change believer. Your thoughts? My thoughts are, maybe it's time that the politicians had the guts to put this debate out there and about the fake science that's behind it and open up to a free debate. Oh wait, that would be dangerous because then the truth would come out and your scam would be exposed. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.